Hello everyone and welcome to Dev Sports 5 p.m. show. I am Surya and alongside I have Bharat sir, and today we are going to talk about a few big changes which we could see in one day internationals and also in T20Is, because since the morning a lot of reports, a lot of news are coming up about Rohit and Virat and also about Surya Kumar Yadav. So the whole environment in the Indian cricket team in both the formats, I would say it's a bit different, because when Surya Kumar Yadav won the T20 World Cup, everybody thought that why would any captain who has won the World Cup would be removed or would be changed. And on the other hand, in one day internationals, when fans, like, if we talk about the fans' perspective, every fan was waiting for Rohit and Virat to come in the blues and play for India. But again, that is also very uncertain. So, Bharat sir, I would like to ask to you about it, like about the ODIs. According to you, which would be the possible best replacement for Virat Kohli, especially because for Rohit Sharma, I think Yashasvi Jaiswal would be a very common name. But Virat Kohli, Gaikwad is there, Tilak Verma is another name which is there. In fact, people are also talking about DDP. So, according to you, which possible name could be there for Virat's replacement in the One Day Internationals?
Yeah, to start with, I'm not a sir. Anyway, coming back to that particular point,
Yeah,
yes, maybe it is Rutraj Gaikwad. He's an exceptional player in one-day cricket. I'm not talking about T20 cricket here, where I
yeah,
guess
One
he
Day.
has some problems in relation to his strike rate, at least in the 2026 IPL. But Rutraj Gaikwad is a very solid one-day cricketer in this day cricket. He has scored a lot of runs in ODIs. He's already has 100. He can definitely step into bat at number three. There's no doubt about that. He's very much can play in the top order. So I think Rutraj Gaikwad is perhaps ahead in the pecking order because he's already
Hmm.
scored an ODI 100 if you just look at it logically. But having said that, Devdutt Padikkal has been in great form in Vijay Hazare Trophy. I would say is basically the Don Bradman of Vijay Hazare Trophy because he's been scoring runs in that particular tournament for so long.
Yes.
If he gets a chance, I won't be surprised either. I think India have enough cricketers when it comes to one-day cricket, or enough batters who can step up and take up the role at one, two, three, or even four. So, but if you look at it logically, it has to be Gaikwad, the first one, and the second option could be someone like I guess Devdutt Padikkal, because Devdutt Padikkal, as I noted, has been in incredible form in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. At some point of time, someone like Padikkal should get an opportunity, I guess, to play in ODIs.
Very rightly said, and we have Rohit with us. So, Rohit, I would like to ask you, like the news which we are reading since the morning about the One Day International. Since last night, we are reading a lot of news about T20I leadership also. Like, so right now we are talking about One Day Internationals, and when we talk about One Day Internationals, the solely focus goes to Rohit and Virat, right? And since the morning, we are reading so many news about both these guys, that Rohit Sharma is uncertain and Virat Kohli reportedly he will not play the Afghanistan series, he will play the England series and whatsoever. So according to you, the same question to you as well. According to you, who could be the best possible replacement option for the Virat Kohli's place one down, Ruturaj Gaikwad or any other name like DDP Tilak Verma, which you think would be a good option for that? And if they score run, won't it be unfair when we, like, when Indian management removes them after Virat Kohli comes back?
So no, it doesn't go like this means that it will be unfair for them, because we all know that there is a place secured by Virat Kohli. Obviously, we are not talking about any Tom Dick Harry. We are talking about Virat Kohli. So it's not like that will be unfair on on those particular players. The players know that they are here because of an injury, and that injury to Virat Kohli. And you often doesn't have these kind of word associated with Virat Kohli, that he's injured, he's missing the series because of an injury. So first thing is that. So I don't think that there will be anything related to that players will be treated unfair because of this. The bigger part of the question is that whether you get a Ruturaj Gaikwad, because Ruturaj Gaikwad is traveling to Dambula, and I think Shubhanda
No
also
more.
has. Sorry.
He's saying no more, I guess.
No
I
more. I
guess
don't
he's
know.
saying no more. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
just
That's why I
guessed
said
he
that.
said that.
That's why I said that we can directly go to Shubhanda on this because he has some updates on the India A thing also. I was having a word with him related to India A, so he
Mhm.
has certain things on India A also. So I don't think that means what Shubhanda rightly said at this point of time. So if Ruturaj Gaikwad already a replacement of Riyan Parag in the India A, there was actually the first name was Riyan Parag as a vice captain because of the injury. We know that now he is not part of the India A, and Ruturaj Gaikwad replaced him. But now, is there a replacement will be declared for Ruturaj Gaikwad also? Because we, at this point of time, we don't know about the nature of the injury, of Virat Kohli, and means we doesn't have anything in official capacity. Yes, by our
Yeah,
sources, we know that what exactly is happening at this point of time. But if it will be about Virat Kohli missing this particular series, then yes, you have names as Bharat rightly said. Devdutt Padikkal
just a second.
is
I'll be back. Just a second.
yeah. And then it will be all about, being taking someone with with the caliber of Devdutt Padikkal. I don't think there will be anyone complaining on that why you are selecting a Devdutt Padikkal, because he has done really well as far as domestic cricket is concerned. Yes, there were a lot of murmurs around the name of Tilak Verma also, that whether you want to promote Tilak Verma from T20 cricket to the ODI setup also. I don't know that how much the selectors are discussing between the name of Tilak Verma or any other youngster. But yes, if it's not Ruturaj Gaikwad, it can be then Devdutt Padikkal. So I think there will be a huge discussion between both of them. And I think if you go by the pecking order, I think it's Ruturaj Gaikwad who deserves a chance. I don't think there is a need of him to go to the India A series. Rather, he can be there with the senior India team as far as this particular ODI series versus Afghanistan is concerned. We all know he has played versus South Africa. We all know after that he was dropped from the. Uh, uh, he has played the South Africa series and then dropped from the New Zealand series. And then there is a possibility again, and we always knew this, that he has in the scheme of things as far as replacements are concerned. So for me, the best thing will be you take Ruturaj Gaikwad with you as far as the Afghanistan ODI series is concerned. And I don't think it's very much needed to replace a Ruturaj Gaikwad in the India squad. There's a lot of depth. There are a lot of players in that squad also. So you can play with that squad also. But if the squad needed someone to bat in place of Ruturaj Gaikwad, or if you need a replacement, you can definitely call out a substitute, and that can be anyone who you want at this point of time to be sent with the India A side. So yeah, that's what exactly my opinion on this particular. But I think Shubhanda have more on it.
Yeah, yeah. Please go and walk us through the things which you got to know and all the updates which you have currently. Because when we talk about Virat Kohli, the most possible replacement option which clicks everybody's mind is Ruturaj Gaikwad. And again, like he's with the India A squad and whatsoever things are happening. So people are talking about DDP, Devdutt Padikkal, Tilak Verma, in fact, that he's also an option. So according to you, what are the possible replacement options which you think could step up in Virat Kohli's shoes? Not in that way, but like, yeah, he is not available in this series in that way.
So Ruturaj Gaikwad is going to replace Virat Kohli in this ODI series, and he will no longer travel to Sri Lanka with the India A squad. So today, India A players have assembled in Bengaluru, and they will fly out to Sri Lanka tomorrow. And Ruturaj Gaikwad has been asked not to go to Bengaluru, so he's not going to Bengaluru, and he will come here in Mullapur, New Chandigarh on 8th. And that is when the ODI batch will start to train at the old PCA Stadium, which earlier used to host international matches in Chandigarh. So Ruturaj Gaikwad will replace Virat Kohli in ODI setup, and now the question is who will replace Ruturaj Gaikwad. The most likely candidate to replace Ruturaj Gaikwad is right now what I am hearing is Rajat Patidar. But since he's playing
Oh,
the Madhya Pradesh T20 League, Rohit's expression Rohit might see Rajat Patidar in Sri Lanka when the team lands up there, or when Rohit lands up in Sri Lanka in Dambula. So Rajat
Rajat Patidar
Patidar is
India A.
for
My
India.
God.
sorry?
He's there. Because
Okay.
he's the next in line, and that is why they are making him play there before bringing him to the national setup. And knowing Rajat
Hmm.
Patidar's caliber, his ability to play spin, I think he will do well in Sri Lankan condition, and that could open up the doors for him for national selection once again after he was dropped from that England after that England Test series, home Test series. So right now Ruturaj in place of Virat Kohli and Rajat Patidar in place of Ruturaj Gaikwad is what I am hearing. And most likely tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow morning, Ruturaj Gaikwad will join the India squad in Bengaluru.
Okay, so
Ruturaj or
yeah,
Rajat
Rajat
Patidar.
Patidar?
Rajat Patidar.
Rajat
Rajat Patidar.
Patidar. Okay, so I think that is very unfortunate that Virat Kohli, which we are hearing reportedly will unable to play in the Afghanistan series, and Rohit Sharma again, he's also very uncertain. Hardik Pandya, we also have a star in front of his name, and maybe some issues with his overs which he bowls. So there are so many things which Indian management must be thinking right now. Like after the IPL, so many things are happening. Like Rohit Sharma, chalo, I think we all knew about Rohit Sharma. Like I didn't see him 100% fit when he was playing the IPL also. About Virat Kohli, everybody was expecting that it's a 100% name who is going to play. He just won the IPL for the second time, by the way. Congrats to him. But yeah, he just won the IPL. And after that, everybody was thinking that after the IPL, the Indian fans are going to watch the Roko tagline everywhere. Both of them coming out wearing the blues. But yeah, I think it's very unfortunate that one of them or maybe two of them is the series, but we have to just look on to the England series also, like it is also coming after the Afghanistan series, so it would be very much interesting. And if now we talk about the T20 international setup, when Surya Kumar Yadav won the second for as a captain again, people were I have heard so many people talking that winning captain को थोड़ी ना ऐसे वो थोड़ी ना बाहर होंगे. I have heard many statements like that. And at that point of time, he was out of runs. He was not out of form. He has said that, so he was not out of form. He was out of runs, and in the IPL also he was out of runs. So insult to the injury, he was unable to play in the he was unable to score runs in the Mumbai T20 league also, which we saw. I think 11 balls, 19 runs, something like that he scored. So there also he was unable to score runs. So there were so many things against Surya Kumar Yadav. It's only him who is against himself, because if we see, he is not a player which is not giving you 600 or 700 runs a season in IPL, which we have seen in the last IPL also. He had 700 plus runs, and in this IPL he was not up to the mark, really not up to the mark. He was just trying to play supla shots, and he was going out in the third man. So that was the very big issue for Surya Kumar Yadav. And when we talk about Surya Kumar Yadav, we also talk about Shreyas Iyer, because we have we have read about in many places that Shreyas Iyer could be the possible replacement option of Surya Kumar Yadav. Replacement in the sense captaincy replacement. If Surya Kumar Yadav is not the captain ahead, which we have to see, then Shreyas Iyer would be the possible option which who can lead Team India up to the T20 World Cup and whatsoever events are coming forward. So I would like to ask all three of you, like, what are your thoughts about Surya Kumar Yadav? Like, is it correct of him getting removed from the T20I captaincy, or like him not getting a chance even in the playing 11 or even in the T20I squad after these performances, even after winning a trophy? One by one, you can share your point. Bharat sir, you can start.
Yes, Surya Kumar Yadav, the first point to look at is in T20 cricket, India have so much depth. When you have that kind of depth, you can genuinely go forward and drop someone when he's not doing well, be it with the bat in hand or ball in hand. So Surya Kumar Yadav is definitely not getting any younger. He's on the wrong side of 30s as well. I think the best thing from Surya Kumar Yadav's perspective is you can tell that I'm looking at it from a hindsight perspective, but he could have very well gone out on a high after winning that T20 World Cup in 2026, but that didn't happen. And with him not doing well in the world of IPL, he was always, I think, he was very much going to get dropped. See what has happened with Surya Kumar Yadav is over a period of time is not done well. It's not like over one or two games, but over 1 year is not done well. The second part to look at is his game. I think Surya Kumar Yadav is at his absolute best when he plays that trademark lofted stroke over mid off. It's not about those shots behind the wicket, it's about that stroke over mid off region. That is when it feels as if Surya Kumar Yadav is back to his absolute best. He tried it once, I guess it was in the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. He tried to hit it over mid off and almost got caught at mid off. So that itself is an indicator that somewhere there is some problem. I'm not saying it's because of the wrist or whatever it is, but he's definitely not able to play that stroke. And because of that, you don't see Surya Kumar Yadav playing a lot of shots in front of the wicket these days. He's mostly behind the wickets. And opponents know that what are the shots that is going to play behind the wicket or behind square. And I think he's really struggling. Maybe it was the right time for the Indian selectors to move forward from him. The other way to look at it, obviously, is see, especially if you're going to bring in Shai Sair as the captain straight away without him being even in the squad, then it makes sense for someone else to hold fort for maybe a couple more series to just see how he goes as a captain. But it looks like the Indian selectors are very ruthless, even if it means Shai Sair is going to become the captain. I'm not saying he will become the captain, but if he's going to become the captain, well, I think it's the right decision because India have so much depth and they can look forward to someone else to bat in the middle order, three at 3, 4, 5, 6 or 3, 4, 5 or whatever it is instead of Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah, because we all were waiting for Surya's run throughout the World Cup, throughout the IPL. I think each one of us were waiting for Surya's run that he will score now, he will score then. In World Cup, I remember only one game he scored. It was against USA. Yeah, like people may mock about it, but that game also was totally, like he took over that game because we were losing wickets. Like people say, I have heard many times people say call him minnow basher or something like that, but Indian team was getting out in front of them also, so he took up the game. But after that, throughout the World Cup, throughout the tournament, everyone was just waiting for him to score runs. And when he did not score runs, people were assuming that maybe in IPL we could get a 700, 730 plus season from Surya Kumar Yadav, which we see in each and every season. Like most of the season, he have scored a lot of runs, most of the runs from Mumbai Indians. So Rohit bhai, according to you, Surya Kumar Yadav, the rumors or whatever the reports, if they are true, which we are hearing since 1 or 2 days, so according to you, is this a correct call? And also Shreyas Iyer, because when we talk about Shreyas Iyer, he's an alpha personality, and people, we have heard people saying like two alpha personality cannot be together in the dressing room, Gautam Gambhir and Shreyas Iyer. So you think Shreyas Iyer is the possible option, or Gautam Gambhir and co the management would look at any other player for the captaincy of T20Is if Surya is being removed?
I think. Look, first of all, I think this team management has made this very clear that they don't take emotional calls. Means as fans, I was listening to so many, that it is about, that can we do it a little better in a little better manner? That can we give him another series? Can we give him, a particular kind of send off? I think, but this particular team management is very very correct. I won't say correct, but they have their process. They don't believe in giving everyone a farewell. We all were in Australia when we heard that Brisbane going to be the last for Ravichandran Ashwin. At that point of time, there were multiple discussions about this, that uh, can we give him a Melbourne and say that Melbourne will be the will be his final test. And then if you look at the point of view from the series point of view, it's 1-1 after the Brisbane test. Brisbane got drawn. Before that, Adelaide, they won comfortably. Perth, we won comfortably. So can we put the series online? It's already 1-1. Can we do this, that just want to give a player farewell? Can we tinker with the combination? So this management is very clear. Again, similar thing with Surya Kumar Yadav also. If you take this call practically, giving Surya the opportunity in place of Hardik Pandya at that point of time in 2024 is again very shrewd call. It's again something which is very practical. If you go by the emotional factor, you will see that, oh, why not Hardik? Hardik deserve that. And till date, I think that Hardik deserves that. He did everything which a player can do. He was very crucial in this T20 World Cup. His contribution was not that much, but in that 2024
Yeah.
World Cup, his contribution was huge. So I think for me, if you look at this team is very practical. It's not about giving last games or giving farewell. If they have made up their mind that T20 World Cup 2026 final versus New Zealand and Ahmedabad will be the final for Surya Kumar Yadav, and you go and watch that visual of the press conference where Surya Kumar Yadav been asked in the final that there is a Olympics to come up, and then obviously 2028, you look at the face of Gautam Gambhir.
I remember.
It's a poker face. You neither get any kind of clue that yes, he is also optimistic, and nor will you get anything, oh, there's a disappointment in his face, that whatever he's saying, Surya is saying, you can take anything from Gigi's face at that point of time. No. So I think he knows it, and we all know that what kind of a camaraderie they both share. Means one of the best relationships when you talk about a Gautam Gambhir and a Surya Kumar Yadav. We'll always remember that for him. But I think when you talk about the practicality of the things, I think Gautam Gambhir knows what to do. Gautam Gambhir knows what's next and what's better for Team India. And I always knew this, that he has these timelines in his mind. You name any cricketer, and if you talk to him, I think he will give you timelines that, you know this is where I'm seeing this particular person to play. If he's doing really well, I don't have a problem. I can extend my timeline. But if the performances are not coming, then maybe your name is Surya Kumar Yadav. I have to take the tough decision, and the tough decision is in front of you. A T20 World Cup winning captain is not going to continue after winning the World Cup in home conditions. What else you can expect from a captain's point of view? He's only the third captain as far as the T20 World Cups are concerned, after Rohit, after MS and Rohit, and there you can see what's going on at this point of time. So yeah, uh, I think it's a little bit of surprise for Surya also, because if Surya knows this now, he'll do the same what Rohit did in Barbados and what Virat did in Barbados. They said that this is our last. So yeah, I think it's a very practical call.
So this is see, this is not the first time when we are seeing a winning captain, getting removed or due to whatsoever reasons, whatsoever positions team is there. It's not the first time. We have seen Rohit Sharma. He won the Champions Trophy for India, and after that, what happened to him? We have seen this earlier also. So it's like if we talk about fans, I don't think it would be something new. But yeah, as a player, Surya Kumar Yadav must be thinking like he's also human. He must be thinking that I won the World Cup for India. They would have given me one more series or things like that. But again, we in Hindi we have heard a lot of time that khud ka dushman khud hi hona. That's what has happened to him. He was unable. It wasn't that he was not trying. He was trying to play his shots. But the same way Bharat sir said that he was trying, but it was not coming into colors. हो नहीं पा रहा था, which we saw in the matches. So that is the thing. And Shubhanda, according to you, like Surya Kumar Yadav, we have been reading a lot about him. So who could be a possible captaincy options? Because Shreyas Iyer again, he is the name which has been shining like a star everywhere after Surya Kumar Yadav. But again, we have seen that two alphas are very tough to be together in the dressing room. Like after winning the 2024 IPL, Shreyas Iyer was not in Kolkata Knight Riders the next season. So, according to you, do you think Shreyas Iyer only would be the possible options, or there would be any other options, according to you, for the Indian T20I captaincy?
No, as things stand, I think things have been zeroed in on Shreyas, and he's likely to be the next T20I captain, and maybe you will see Tilak Verma getting the vice captaincy of this team, but Shreyas looks like a done deal in regards to the T20I captaincy.
Hmm.
See, Shreyas and Gautam Gambhir, I don't expect them to be the best of friends. I don't expect them to be hanging out everywhere
Nobody
after
does.
the game is done. But as far as the on ground Kolkata Knight Riders, Gautam Gambhir just to remind you quickly, when Gautam Gambhir they went Shreyas Iyer as the next captain. So Gautam Gambhir has always always have had high regards around Shreyas Iyer, the leader. And Shreyas Iyer is a very, very good leader. Yes, whatever comment appreciated, I was not appreciated enough. That was his personal opinion. But after that, we have seen Shreyas Iyer play under Gautam Gambhir in ODIs in particular. So it's not like they they don't see eye to eye. They have a very working professional relationship, and they talk. I've seen Shreyas Iyer, Gautam Gambhir talk a lot about cricket, about their practice sessions. So it's not like they are not on in talking terms. They won't gel well. They won't bond well. It's not like that. And the best thing about Shreyas and Gautam Gambhir partnership will be they exactly know how both of them operate. Shreyas will know how Gigi operates. Gigi will know how Shreyas operates. So that will be a mutual understanding between them. But it looks like Shreyas is going to be the captain and Tilak is going to be the vice captain of the T20I team as of now. And for Surya, I think 2 years is a long time, especially in India in a format where you have 7 8 players waiting in the wings to take your place. I think 2 years is a long time to not score runs. Uh, he was lucky. He was very lucky that he did not get the sack before the T20 World Cup. The team management, the select.
Okay, so I think due to some network issues, we lost Shubhayanda. But yeah, again, the thing which we were talking about is was Suryakumar Yadav. Suryakumar Yadav maybe get removed from the captaincy of India's T20I side, and Shreyas Iyer is the possible name which we are hearing. So we can't commit commit to anything until and unless we see something happening. But yeah, the name Shreyas Iyer is, again, I will repeat my word, shining like a star throughout when we talk about. Yeah, Shubhanda, please continue what you were
Yeah,
saying.
so what I was saying is he was very lucky. Surya was very lucky that he did not get a sack
100%.
before the T20 World Cup. His form was such his form was outright poor with the bat. But since the team was winning, and Surya Kumar Yadav, Gautam Gambhir, this pair lost only 8 T20I matches under them. If you go purely by the statistics, Surya Kumar Yadav will is so far the most successful T20I captain. If you just go by match win percentage, trophies, Asia Cup unbeaten, you have the T20 World Cup unbeaten. But again, 2 years is a long time for any player to not score runs and be in the team. So Surya's tenure is done. It was a very successful tenure. Surya, the batter, very high regards on him. The way he transformed India's T20I batting and gave that mindset around, a batter can have a 50 average and 170, 180 strike rate. So credit to Surya for that, but his time is up.
Yeah, because again, if you have to be in the Indian setup, no matter which format you are talking about, you have to score runs, you have to show that you are worth holding the place in the 11 or in the 15, like in the squad. So, because again, you need proper quality. It's not about quantity ki you are just stuffing players inside the squad or inside the 11. You need quality. You have to see that who is scoring runs, who is more effective in particular pitch or in a particular condition or anything like that. And again, when we talk about Suryakumar Yadav as a batter, he hasn't been performing since 2 years. I don't remember a good knock from him in 2024 World Cup. Yeah, the semi-final. Full respect to that. No disrespect, but yeah. Apart from that, I don't remember any effective runs which he had scored in any of the tournament. In 2022 also he was on and off. Pakistan, against Pakistan, he has the worst possible stats which we have seen. So Suryakumar Yadav got as Shubhanda said. And now I think it's time that the management, the Indian team management, Gautam Gambhir, and everybody are thinking of moving on from him. Maybe make a new captain, a young captain who could serve for a longer time, who has scored runs in the IPL. And when we talk about Shreyas Iyer, he, as a captain, he has taken three different teams to the final. He has won one final with Kolkata Knight Riders. Yes, this season was not good for Punjab Kings, and that too only because he was unable to score much runs in the second half. After that, he scored 100, but again, their team was unable to qualify, Punjab Kings. But if we look at his CV as a captain, I don't think there is any doubt that he has done a great job in Indian Premier League, in IPL. So it would be a very good call if Shreyas Iyer is made the captain of T20I side, and I don't think anybody would have any issues with Shreyas Iyer if he becomes Indian team captain, because you need quality, you need runs. You don't need a captain who is unable to score runs since 1 or 2 years. And the way Rohit Bhai said that Hardik Pandya, because after India won the 2024 World Cup, even before the 2024 World Cup, we have seen like Rohit Sharma getting rested, and we have seen Hardik Pandya captaining the India T20I side. And when Rohit Sharma left the captaincy, he got retired from T20Is. Everybody was assuming that Hardik Pandya would be the possible option. There, there was no other name in anybody's mind apart from Hardik Pandya. But again, we saw what happened. So we just can wait for the announcement, whatever comes up, whatever we can see. But I think Shreyas Iyer is a very good name for T20I side. And if not Shreyas Iyer, many people are talking about Rajat Patidar, but I don't think Patidar would be the captain even before, coming into Team India. What are your thoughts on that, Bharat sir, about Rajat
Yes.
Patidar? He also good captain.
See, start with Shai sir. Obviously, is a good captain, no doubt about that. See, there could be a few problems during the second half of PBK's season. I thought a few things went wrong in terms of how he was not using his spinner in certain games. In certain games, I guess it tended to use too much of Marcus Stoinis. I don't know what was the fascination behind using so much of Marcus Stoinis in some of the games, but still, he's a fine captain. I've heard from a lot of them, a lot of KKR players I've talked to. They have said that he's very much a good skipper, motivational skipper. So credit to him. Although I have one problem here, that is he was not even in the setup, and straight away, if you're going to bring someone from outside the setup, that is, I'm thinking about the Indian T20I setup, and make him the captain, it could lead to a bit of friction. I'm not saying other players will get angry and all that, but it could lead to a little bit of friction with a few others thinking that this guy was outside the setup, suddenly he's been made the captain. It is just human nature. But still, it is pretty much a good skipper. Same thing with Rajat Patidar. See, I think he's very much a simple guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times. You just question him a couple of times, and he will just give a straightforward answer. I guess that is how he is as a captain as well. Calm, collected. You don't see him screaming, shouting. Even as the captain of Madhya Pradesh, whenever he's captained, you don't see him screaming or shouting. But again, he's outside the setup. Has been outside the setup. Yes, he's played one-day cricket, ODIs somewhere in 2024, but he has been outside the T20I setup. To suddenly make him the captain from nowhere, I think it won't happen. So most likely it would be Shai Sire, and there could be perhaps a chance for Tilak Varma. Although I liked what I saw of Ishan Kishan, I have to add that I liked Ishan Kishan's captaincy's tactical nose in the IPL. Although it's very much a dark horse, if you ask me, because I'm a bit of a gambler. I kind of have a gambling instinct that Ishan Kishan uh, could become the captain. But again, I think it is fair to say that most likely they would make Shai as the skipper, and maybe it is Tilak Verma the vice captain, or vice versa, whatever on those lines.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see like who would be the new skipper of the T20I side, and what would be the changes in the ODI setup. Keeping Rohit and Virat in mind, Rohit Sharma uncertain, Virat Kohli reportedly we are hearing that he must be unavailable for the Afghanistan series, ODI series. So it would be very interesting to see the replacement names, because with this management you cannot say that यही होगा, like which जो सोचते हैं वो होता नहीं है, जो होता है वो किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा. We have seen multiple things like this with this management. So it would be very interesting to see what would happen, what would be the next step by Gautam Gambhir and Ajit Agarkar and the whole selection committee. So that would be it for today. For more such news and updates, keep watching the sports. Thank you so much.